Welcome to Shrama Bharati Public School online classes. I am your educator Ms. Deepthi. Today we will be starting with our new chapter Movement in Animals Part 1. So let's get started. Now here comes the question first of all, why do animals move? Now animals move from one place to another for various reasons that can be in search of food and water, and even we can say shelter also, food, water and shelter, to escape themselves from predators, that is from their enemies, and also for reproduction, that is to give birth to their babies. Now animals find a safe place to give birth to their babies. So animals are moving from one place to another for various reasons. Now you can see different animals here in the picture. First one caterpillar, second one butterfly, third fish and fourth frog. So four animals, and let us see their ways of moving. If I talk about caterpillar, it is creeping. Now, if I talk about butterfly, it is flying. Now, third one, if I talk about fish, it is swimming. So, and the fourth one, your frog, it is hopping. Now, you can see all the four animals are having different ways of moving, and these ways of moving is quite different from each other. If I compare flying with swimming, it's quite different. Flying in the air and swimming in the water. So the movement basically depends on to the structure of animals. If I talk about all the fishes are flying or swimming. They are swimming, right? Similarly, if I talk about all the butterflies, they are flying. So the movement of the animals depends basically on to their body structures as well as the activities they are involved in. So let us study in detail about more in movement in animals. Now movement in animals, here the important topic comes vertebrates and invertebrates. Now, if I talk about invertebrates, invertebrates includes those animals which do not have a backbone. So, those animals which do not have a backbone are called basically invertebrates like earthworm and cockroach. Similarly, vertebrates opposite from invertebrates means those animals which have a backbone. Okay, for example, cat, dog, man, fish, snake. Now, if I talk about man, or we say human being, so human beings are vertebrates or invertebrates. Now here simple, we're having skeletal system, we're having backbone, so we comes under vertebrates. And invertebrates means those animals which do not have a backbone like earthworm, cockroach, they comes under invertebrates. Now science in context. Now the movement in animals can be of two types. Fine. Now two types how? Now if I talk about plants, they are fixed onto one area, right? Because the roots are there that fix the plant to the ground, right? So only the body parts are moving. But if I talk about a simple tree, if I talk about neem tree, it is not moving from one place to another. Only the leaves, the branches, they are moving. This is called movement. But if I talk about animals, they are moving from one place to another. We just discussed that for like food, shelter, for protecting themselves from predators. Fine. So they are moving. This movement is called locomotion. So understood the difference between movement and locomotion? Movement simply means the movement of the body parts, and locomotion means the movement of the whole body from one place to another. Now here comes another term, gait. Now the way animals move is called their gait. The presence or absence of a backbone affects the gait of an animal. Now if the backbone is present, now it means to, it leads the movement in a different manner. Similarly, if the backbone is absent, it leads to the movement in a different manner. You can just compare with yourself. If we do not have a backbone, the way of moving would have been different. We would have not been able to bend, or you can say straighten up our back, right? So next one, let us study about movement in earthworm. Now if we talk about movement in earthworm, let us have a look how the earthworm looks like. You can see the earthworm, basically its body is made up of different segments, different segments. You can see so many segments are there, and you can see small hair like structures. These small hair like structures, you can see, these are known as setae, and sometimes we call it as bristles. And what is the mode of movement in earthworm? It is basically crawling, rengna. So if I talk about earthworm, it neither have an internal skeleton nor having limbs, but it is moving. How? It's quite amazing that not having skeleton, not having limbs, like we are having forelimbs and hind limbs, but earthworm is not having. So how it is moving? It is moving because of the spatial muscles and the setae. We also call it as bristles. Fine. So spatial muscles, basically circular and longitudinal muscles are involved in this, and with the help of hair like structures called setae below their body, the earthworm is moving. Now how the earthworm moves? The earthworm fixes the rear portion, that is the back portion, to the ground with the help of its setae, and then extends the front portion, that is one part of the body is relaxing and the another part is contracting. So the rear portion was relaxing and the front part was contracting. Now in the second step, what will happen? The front part will relax and the rear part will contract. It will lead to the movement. And one more thing, earthworms also secrete a slimy substance which help them in the easy movement. Okay, like a slime. The slimy substance is being secreted by the earthworm, which helps in the movement easily. Now let us study about movement in snail. Now you might have listened a proverb, as slow as a snail. As slow as a snail. What does it mean? Means we are comparing a person that is its speed is very slow, means its way of doing the work is very slow. So we use the term, we can say idiom, as slow as a snail. Basically the snails are known for the slow movement. You might have seen that the snails are moving very slow, and that is, if I talk about the speed, that is 1 millimeters per second. That is very slow. Now you can see this hard round structure. This basically is exoskeleton, or you can say outer skeleton, which is known as shell, and you will be surprised to listen that it is not made up of bones, it is made up of calcium carbonate. Now the shell helps to protect the snail from cold and danger. Whenever the danger comes, this head portion, it just moves inside, and similarly from the back side, it just moves its foot inside to protect itself from any danger. Now snail moves with the help of a thick foot made up of strong muscles. This is the foot, and it is made up of strong muscles. So if we talk about the snail's body, this is head, this is tentacles, and the back one is foot. Now the snails glide around the ground using foot, and basically the muscle of the foot move like a wave, and as it moves, this you can see wave like motion, Now when the snail moves, it leaves a mucus trail. एक म्यूकस सिक्रीट करता है स्नेल, सो दैट इट डजंट फील एनी इंजरी और फ्रिक्शन को प्रिवेंट करने के लिए. फाइन, एंड दिस म्यूकस मेक्स अ मूवमेंट लिटिल बिट मोर स्लो. Fine. Thank you.